Checking in today with women's lacrosse coach Sonia LaMonica after a great win this weekend over Delaware. Coach, great win. What are your thoughts on the game overall?
Well, yeah, a win's a win, and certainly into conference play it's going to be very competitive despite any records prior coming in. I thought Delaware had a nice showing, strong play from their goalie, which really challenged us on a lot of great opportunities we had on the offensive end. But we had some struggles. It was a little uncharacteristic at time for our team, particularly in clearing when we were sort of closing out the last 10 minutes of the first half. We turned the ball over a lot when, we should have been able to get down the field and capitalize. But, we had some really high points of the game as well. And, we're looking to kind of take that into our next opponent.
Let's touch on some of those issues for a little bit. You said they were kind of uncharacteristic. What are some of the things that you're doing this week to kind of prevent that for this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, the clearing piece was uncharacteristic because we've done such a solid job of taking care of the ball up the field. And I think it was just a bit of a mental breakdown. It's nothing to do with the abilities and skill sets and the concepts. It was just we weren't reading the defense on the field. We were not just seeing our own teammate and not seeing the potential for interceptions on passes. So I think it was more of a mental thing than anything else. But again, we continue to kind of run through our clearing and review it every few days. And then, on our offensive end, again, finishing our shots. And, we've gone back to the drawing board a little bit with offense. We had a great practice yesterday, looking to find some answers with personnel. And we've just got a great chemistry starting to form now on our offense. And I'm excited to kind of see how that develops as we move forward.
Now, luckily, you guys did get 10 goals, which is great, and from so many different players, which is also something different, and it's great to be able to have so many people jump in. Was there anyone that did really well that you kind of weren't expecting?
Well, I kind of threw a few people out in the mix, including some freshmen. We had a freshman, Sarah Maloof, who stepped out on the field when we needed a goal, and she went out and got it done. And, I think that kind of sent a message to everybody else on the field that, let's step our game up and do what we know we can do. Taylor Moore, another freshman, who's coming on strong now. She's plays with confidence. She had 2 goals, 2 assists, 2 goals, and she had just had a great shot. She plays with composure, which is great to see in a freshman. But also, we're seeing solid play from Andy Raymond, both on the draws and offensively. She's just been a great controller of the ball. She's dynamic, and she's still learning. She's young, so I think her future's going to be really bright. So there are a few off the top of my head, but yeah, we've got potential for a lot of players to step up and do really well as long as they're working together as a team on the offensive end.
Now, this weekend you're heading to William and Mary, yes, and you have beat them 2 years prior. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like the ladies are kind of more confident going into this game?
Well, we've got a young crew again, and, every year you never know what you're going to get. William and Mary have come up short against us the last few years. They're going to be out for blood. They've graduated a lot, and they're going to have fresh players with probably not as many preconceived notions coming into the game. So they're also coming on strong. They had, a close game against Penn State, who's ranked in the country, and then, they came up short against Old Dominion. So, they're going to be looking for a rebound win. We're going to be on their turf, and, we've got to be ready to come out strong. So, who knows what we're going to face. We have some ideas, but, at the end of the day, we've just got to be ready to perform in the games.
And speaking of Old Dominion, you actually play them on Sunday, which is Easter. Is that another one that you're kind of just, it is 2 road games. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, and Old Dominion too. I mean, they played Virginia to a 1-goal game. They beat William and Mary. Just, again, conference play. It's always exciting to come into these games, and you've got to be on your toes and ready for anything. Old Dominion has some really athletic players, a couple in particular. They drive hard to the cage when they're driving, and, we've got to be ready defensively to hold them out and, take control of the game early.